ArtSpace Lima are pretty excited. Not only do they have their exhibits and things going on, but they've got a new space to talk about too. So joining us today, Executive Director Sally Windle to tell us more. And thanks for joining us, Sally.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so we had the big announcement recently where you're going to have more space. Tell us about that.
Right. Well, the nice thing is there's a building that's available and it was next door to us. So there's rooms for expansion, but we're kind of out of room at ArtSpace with all the things that we're doing. And so it just was an opportunity that came across and a donor stepped up and said, we'd like to help out. And so now we have a new side building, which will be an expansion. But the interesting thing is we've been able to go in and kind of formulate some ideas of what we'd like to do because we want to expand our programming, but also the space for artists or different activities is going to be just an interesting journey. And while it'll take a little while, we've already started. We took off the awning and found out that there were some windows underneath that. And then through a little bit of a research, we found out that this building, the 59 Town Square, was built 2 years after our town roast in 1867. So we looked at the floor plan and here they're the same building. So now we have some historical investigation to do, but it's just a really exciting time to know what possibilities we can do and have more arts right in the town square in the heart of Lima.
That is exciting stuff. It'll be neat to see what you do in the future with that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about a neat exhibit that's coming up that's unique, that's going to help out Lima Habitat for Humanity too.
We have got a real interesting challenge. We've asked 14 artists to give us their idea or their interpretation and definition of habitat. And this is a fundraiser for Habitat for Humanity, but it's also a time to kind of find out what artists believe when they hear certain terms and how they go through the process of creating something visual. And these artists will have their work on display on November 10th, and all of the work will be their own interpretations. We'll have some guidance with some written materials. But the most interesting thing is on the 16th, which is the next Thursday of November, we will have the opportunity for the artists to be there and talk about their work. And it comes from all directions. You might see an endangered habitat or a species that is working as a natural environment. It's just so many different interpretations and not just always home dwelling, but it can be. So these artists are going to have two opportunities on November 10th and the 16th to show and talk about their work and help Habitat for Humanity because all of the artwork will be for sale and it will benefit the Habitat for Humanity organization.
That is a really neat thing. Okay, so we're hearing about Mean Girls. It's coming downtown to the Civic Center, the big Broadway show. And if people know about the movie, they journal, and that's kind of like some of the plot. So you've got some positive journaling to talk about, right?
This is really exciting because a lot of people do journal, and this kind of stems from diary days, but we've taken it to a different level and offering creative journals. And this can be a place where you can put special thoughts, positive affirmations, but you can decorate it and actually make it into something that's pretty unique to share or to keep for yourself. And we've done this before with adults and they had a really good time. So we are going to offer this to 25 people free. So all you have to do is call us and sign up, and it doesn't have to be a specific gender or even an age. Anybody can come in and do these journals. And I think because so many people look at that as an important part of their own creativity, then we want anybody to be able to enjoy it. So call ArtSpace and get signed in. That's this Saturday, November 11th at 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
All right, very fun. All right, so it's the holiday season already. I mean, we've got decorations up and everything, and downtown's going to have the Holiday Fest, right?
We are so excited about this because we have so many people that come in and out of ArtSpace as part of a downtown initiative where there's lots of different things going on. So we're going to have children's activities. Actually, we don't even want to say children. Anybody who would like to make a Christmas ornament. We've had some volunteers make some clay plaques and Christmas ideals, and we'll put those out. We'll have them in the lobby. And then we also have a nice edition of a pop-up shop by Shirley's Popcorn. And then we're also going to say, watch out for a big surprise because we've got something really interesting planned, but we can't say anything because it's the holidays. So it's going to be a great day, though.
All right. And so when is that in downtown? Early December, right?
Yes, it's December 2nd, and Santa comes into town. There's lots of activities going in all the businesses, but it's our way of celebrating and kind of starting out the great Christmas season.
All right, some wonderful stuff happening. Sally, thanks for sharing with us today.
Oh, thank you.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.